Hello and welcome to another LEGO review of set 76051 Superhero Airport Battle. Third of the three Civil War sets. This is the biggest Civil War set that's come out. And on the one of the big battles we've seen in the trailers. Now we don't actually know if this is the last battle of the movie. It could be not. I don't think it is, but because I don't think Marvel trailers are showing that. But hey. Main ones of the movie anyway. Quick look at the top of the box. It showcases all the figures here. Only one of them in a 1:1 scale, straightforward print. And here's a quick look at the back. And even though this is not really that big of a box, they have used the style of the bigger boxes where they have tape on the end that you can just cut, so you don't actually damage them. You just need to cut the tape. Enough of the box. Inside the instruction manual is a pretty cool and thick-ish booklet. I like this a lot, this style a lot. They didn't chop up the booklet into different instruction books like some of the other sets have done, so I'm not sure why they've done this, but they have. And advertising the LEGO Avengers video game, and we got the other few sets being promoted here. And of course you have a parts guide. But yeah, one more page is a parts guide. We also have that mini sort of LEGO comic book we've seen in the other video, so you can check that out there. As well as here's a look at the sticker sheet. First set piece here we have is of a airport control tower, and so the top here of course does spin because it's, you know, control radar and stuff. They have little boxes here. Right at the bottom, you can see the stickers that are all applied this time. At the bottom here we have boxes from Fragile, from Hammer Technologies. We have a box here from Stark Industries. And we also have one here that says AIM. And sticker details here are pretty decent. And you have a basic fence / gate thing going on, so that's cool. I have a door here that says restricted area, and we have the actual control thing at the top. Mini office here with a cup there, as well as a breakable wall. You flip the switch here. So there's a little hole there that when you push a little Ant-Man figure in there, it will make this pop out. So the wall thing, it blows it up. Even though once it blows up, there's not really anything you can do there. And if I was to get the Ant-Man figure and then push him into that hole, pop. And of course you want to get the Ant-Man figure back out, just push this back in and get the Ant-Man figure out. And you do get two Ant-Men in this set. One comes as a spare, which is cool. Just take a look at them there. Super tiny. The entire front is painted quite well. It is just a standard micro figure, like one of those trophies that's painted. Black plastic with painted details there. No back print or anything, just a silver helmet, but I think that's fine for the most part. I do wish that they did print the back, just because the front is printed so nicely. If they just printed the back, it would have been perfect. So there, yeah, two little Ant-Men. Next we have a luggage trolley, which I don't like too much. I think they really kind of messed it up. In order to give a gimmick here where you can have you know, things like bounce, even that good. Why is it kind of stuck? But anyway, you have this whole thing here which is supposed to let you flip the suitcases and stuff, but even if you don't want to flip it, I find it quite hard to get these suitcases to stay in there. The You know, there's definitely something where these suitcases will fall off the trolley a bit too easily. Each one of these has stickers on them. You got a Wakanda suitcase there, and you have this one just sort of generic, cute stickers on it. And this one's just Sokovia. So supposed to have those bounds. I think these are, not really sure what that's supposed to be. Are they torches and stuff? I mean, yeah, it's a bit of an odd thing to do, just to add a gimmick in there, and they kind of ruin this. You can hide one of these suitcases underneath, but then what's the point? Because you're not going to see the suitcases, and that's a bit silly. Next you have an Avengers Quinjet. This is the smallest one that there is. However, they still managed to pack a lot of stuff in there. There's 2 seats in there in the front, and there is still a compartment in the back there. You can't really fit too much in there, but you fit one minifigure in there. And you got this rope that you put inside. Yeah. And on top here you do have this little spinning switch, which activates the little cannons come up and down through inside. Now, even though this ship is a lot smaller than previous versions, a lot smaller, here is a size comparison of the previous Avengers jet. Just hold this up. It's not really losing that many features. This one here only has a 1 seat on the front, which is just a bit silly for such a big sitting area, but that one does have a compartment for dropping Captain's bike, as well as a little area here for maybe 2 other characters to stand in the back there. This one doesn't have the bike compartment, but it still has a back area. I think probably stand 1 figure, but at least the front here has 2 seats, so you can actually sit 2 characters in this. Instead of that one that is the bigger ship. So if that bigger one had this sort of 2-seater area, that would make it so much better. The final build of this set is Giant Man. The face piece here is the only piece that's not a sticker. The rest of them are stickers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stickers for this guy, and I'm not too happy with that. Especially since this is supposed to look like a figure. You're going to be playing around with it a lot more than static, you know, aircrafts and whatnot. Messing around with it a lot more, moving it a lot more. So I'm not really sure if the stickers will last as long, as well as any mistakes, any slightly offline stickers are going to be a lot more obvious in this than other things. So, plus the back is just kind of ugly. Marvel and Lego really need to release a sort of Ant-Man torch, or one's about this big, or perhaps one of those Ant-Man lamps. Then we'll really have a giant man, because at least those would look exactly like the minifigures. This does not look like minifigure. It's got the similar shape and stuff, and I do like that this isn't just a giant figure, but you have a lot more articulation, like the ball joints on each arm. You still have the rotating joints there, and the hands they're also on the 2 rotating joints. So there's a lot of movement here, and I appreciate the idea behind it, but I just don't think it's executed too well. This doesn't look like a giant man or a giant minifigure. This looks like some sort of robot. So maybe this is like Ant Sentai, and little Ant-Man will be like, I'd summon my robot thing, and he'll stand there and control this. Yeah. Figure-wise, we have another Captain America here. Nothing too special. This Captain America is, this version of him anyway, it has come out quite a lot, and he'll also be in a poly bag not too long from now that you can get by spending enough money at the Lego shop. So nothing too special here. Still, it's good to have him if you didn't buy any of the previous sets, Age of Ultron sets for example. So it's good to have him in here. We have another figure of the Winter Soldier. So there's 2 of these guys around. That's fine. Winter Soldier is a more unique figure, I guess, so having 2 of him is okay. But again, nothing new to say about him because I've already reviewed him in the other videos. But I do like this figure a lot. I do like how the arm printing is a lot better than the original Lego Winter Soldier. They just improved on every aspect of that figure pretty much. So this is a good figure. Next here we have Scarlet Witch, who actually is different. The previous version of her had her jacket unzipped and a dress sort of skirt printing on the legs. Here instead of a skirt printing we have, well, an actual cloth piece to go around there. And her top is zipped up, well, halfway zipped up at least. The back looks similar enough, but yeah. Now, not quite sure how to feel about this. I mean, obviously it's nice to have more jacket feel, but I think they kind of use this to cheap out by not having printed legs. So if you do want to get the, if you get the Scarlet Witch from the Hulkbuster set, yes, call that set. Yeah, so if you get the Hulkbuster rescue mission and give this figure the legs, I think that'd be a lot cooler because, yeah, she should have this cloth thing coming down because in the film this is, her red jacket has come down a fair bit. Not that much, I guess, but this does come down a little bit. She also has different hair. The previous version just has a more generic Lego minifigure hair with only one side coming down. This hair feels more like her, I guess. Next we have Agent 13, who first appeared in The Winter Soldier, Agent Carter's daughter. Yeah, the design's nice, I guess. I'm not really sure what to say about her, but I think the suit's quite nice. That's about it, really. Nothing too special about her, just very clean lines. Next here we have Iron Man with his latest suit. No new face, just a generic face inside. Back design print is pretty good and the front's pretty good. I think the most unique thing about this guy is, now the legs aren't really anything special. I think the color is a little bit different, but the leg print is very generic for an Iron Man minifigure. But what makes this a bit different, a bit special, is how the shape of the chest piece right there, the centerpiece, is very different from previous one. It isn't just circle or just octagon or whatnot. It actually has like a little flat plate going on top as well. So it should stand out from all the other, just the more generic red colored Iron Man suits, hopefully. Next we have War Machine Mark II. He has this backpack cannon thing, but this stud shooter is always going to be pointing upwards, so you can't really shoot in front of him. He also has a grip there for a single staff / stick piece he uses. And yeah, this is a very nicely printed figure, very nice design. It's black plastic instead of grey or dark grey. So it'll definitely stand out from the previous War Machine, and it's got red eyes and a pretty decent print on the chest. Back as well is printed quite nicely. Of course, he does use the same head from the previous War Machines, I believe, or Iron Patriot. But yeah, the overall print and design of this figure does look pretty nice. You know, of all the different Iron Man figures that we have, this is good. This Iron Patriot and the War Machine ones are always going to be ones that stand out because all the other ones are all the same red. I think that if you're only going to get one Civil War set, if you have previous Avengers set and you have some of the characters here, then I wouldn't go for this one. I'll go for the one with Black Panther. However, if you don't have any of the previous sets, then of course this one's the good one to go for because you got a background, you got Giant Man, Ant-Man, and an aircraft, as well as 6 characters here, so that's pretty good. There's a pretty good amount of characters in this set. The play features of this are decent enough, I would say. Nothing too special here, but I think they're decent. The ship's okay, and this airport signal tower is pretty good. The vehicle there is okay, the yellow little old truck, but I would probably alter the luggage carriage a little bit just so the suitcases don't fall out as easily. The figures here are all pretty decent. You do have a few exclusives here, so if you're looking for minifigures, then you will need to pick this set up. But I do think this set is reasonably priced for the amount of characters you get in here, because the set itself isn't actually that big. It's got a big box, but once you build it, it's not, you know, a ridiculous size. So it's still quite affordable. Supposedly after the film comes out, there'll be a few more, like 2 more sets based on this movie, one with Spider-Man, I think. But apart from that, yeah, this is a decent enough set. Now they have, LEGO has spread out the characters quite evenly across multiple sets, the 3 different sets that we have. I think they've spread them out in a decent way. The other two sets do feel like they have unique enough figures. The truck with Falcon and Crossbones does have Black Widow, which is a quite hard figure to get. I think that's a good set. And the other one with Black Panther is not that important, aside from that one Black Panther figure, which is only in that set so far. So yeah. They are still kind of forcing you to get all 3 sets if you want the figures, which is still annoying, but oh well. Actually, one last thing, I do feel like this set really needs at least one airport staff. Just make it feel more complete. If you've enjoyed this video, found it useful, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button, or leaving a comment below on how you feel about this set or the other Avengers or Captain America Civil War sets. You can check out my other videos on official and bootleg LEGO reviews on this channel, hopefully without ad block, or check out Patreon if you want. I would appreciate that a lot. But most importantly, take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.